Hello and welcome to another episode of the Modern Classic Car Foundation Drives, where we take one of the cars that is in the workshop for a drive and give you our impressions, tell you what we've done with the car, and just give you an insight into some of the great classic cars that we have coming through the workshop. So today, a 1998 Mazda MX-5, or Miata to our friends in America. Just a lovely, well-rounded, small, fun sports car. Doesn't excel in any one particular aspect of driving. Not ridiculously powerful. Handling isn't amazing. Braking is solid. But yeah, nothing in the car. It's just a good, well-rounded vehicle. And that's what makes it. It doesn't have any issues. It's not a car that is so light to make it handle and stop well that it's just too bumpy and too horrible to drive. The performance is good enough, but not silly that it's going to get you in any trouble. It's comfortable enough for drive for hours upon hours upon hours. Luggage space is good. So great car. Story has that it was designed around the 60s and 70s English sports car model. Styling wise, externally, supposedly the latest of the land with the pop-up headlights. But yes, it did go down that what I'll say English sports car. Quite basic, great car. Not going to cause you any trouble. Yeah, so this one, 1989, has been in and out of the workshop for some time, having various things done to it over the years. First port of call was the braking and the handling. So brief for the car was to give it a little more of everything. So it could be used as a track day car and have a little bit of fun ripping up some lovely windy country roads, but didn't turn into a full race car that was horrible to drive the rest of the time. So started with the brakes and the suspension. So first of all, not much point going fast if you can't stop. So rear brakes left exactly the way they were. Car's quite light, doesn't do a lot of braking in the back, so they were left as is. Front brakes were changed, so they were upgraded to some billet alloy 4-pot calipers with some vented discs. So they came from our partners, High Spec Brakes in the UK. And the little bit of extra braking on the front does help, particularly when you're running slightly wider and stickier tyres than they came with. So it does help you utilise that extra grip in the front, and helps a bit with the bigger vented discs, help with keeping them cooling, so you don't have to worry about brake fade. So that was sorted with the then fitting of the slightly wider and grippier tyres. Steering, of course, got heavy, so solved that little problem by fitting an electric power assist steering column. A quicker, easier and far lighter way than retrofitting the hydraulic power steering that this car would have had in the day. The electric unit, it's what they're using on the current car, is lighter, no moving parts, is a great thing. I think it adds about 3 or 4 kilos to the car. So when you're trying to keep the weight of the car down, which makes this car so fun, that's a good thing. And then we got to increasing the power. Everyone wants more power. So again, didn't get too carried away. No point building a rocket ship that is going to create problems. detonating engines, horrible to drive around the streets, too loud, too noisy, horrible clutch. So again, back to the brief, keeping it as a car that can do everything, a one-fits-all car. So Garrett turbo was fitted to it with an intercooler, so that doesn't run a lot of boost, again, to keep it sensible. Controlled by a Haltech ECU with dual programs, so you can switch between road and I guess track mode. We didn't just plop the turbo on. It was a reasonably fresh engine. The car had only done 110 or so kilometers. So the engine probably would have been okay, but engine was stripped down completely. Some nicer components put in it, some H-beam rods, some forged pistons, head was rebuilt. Again, nothing over the top, but everything of high enough quality. So we knew that if in the future some more boost was added to get some extra horsepower out of it, the motor was going to survive. It wasn't just going to detonate. So as a result, I think we've come up with a pretty good all-round car. Enough performance to hold its head high on a track day or a hill climb, but not silly enough that you're not going to be able to just go for a pleasant cruise down the coast on a beautiful sunny day like today. Top down, it's not too hot, bit of cloud cover, some nice blue skies. For those of you that do have hair, you can get some wind through your hair. Those were the days. But yeah, look, a fantastic little all-round car. So the sort of thing is becoming more popular now around the world, is starting to be appreciated for what it is and what it was. A great all-round, practical, fun car. Can be used as a weekend car, can be used as a day car. That's up to you. But yeah, look, you can't not suggest you have a look at one. People who haven't owned one in the past can be a bit down in the mouth about them, a bit derogatory. Oh, they're not this, they're not that, they're not quick enough. But the people who have gone and bought one and who have driven them have loved them. So I'd suggest you do it, or at worst, go and steal one from someone you know. Just bum it for the weekend. You'll be very impressed. Thank you for watching. Next episode will be the Mercedes G-Class four-wheel drive that we have done some extensive changes to. So keep your eye out for that one. Again, thank you for your time and enjoy driving your car, because that's what they're for. Bye now.